I am so very grateful to be alive today, to be living a life I have created, living into gratitude by embodying gratitude with every breath from the morning when I first wake up and spreading it through what I do for a living. The universe brings me such abundance. I get to create prayers and illustrate them now. That's so fun. The date is August 6th. Ooh, Kevin's birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin. 2024. And I'm sitting on the porch reflecting because it was May of 2023 where I started publishing gratitude coloring books under a pen name Willow Sage. And the gratitude coloring books suggest people spend time coloring and thinking everything they're grateful for the day. And then there's a journal page where they get to write 3 things they're grateful for. So those who don't like to write, it's perfect. And sometimes it's hard to even find 3 things. When life is at that point where you can't find anything to be grateful for, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. And the thing is, God, this is 4 years after the transformation began, and there were so many steps that came into the transformation, but I was at that point, no way out, no solutions, the world was dark, and no way could I see that 5 years later I would be living in heaven on earth, appreciating things that 5 years before I couldn't see as possible. I had things like right and wrong and good and bad in my vocabulary and in my world, and things, there was still separation and division. And now I'm just living into love and light and seeing the God light in everybody else, and spreading love and understanding that the ugly that I see in the world is simply a reflection of maybe who I've been in the past, and I need to apologize, or something I have done to others in the past, whether it was in this lifetime or one before, or maybe it's ancestral. It doesn't matter. If I'm seeing it, there's a reason. I need to be humble, apologize, be grateful to be where I am, and continue to be of service. And I am being of service by spreading the word that gratitude works. It works so much. So in May, I published the coloring books. And in June, I thought, this 3 pieces of gratitude a day isn't doing it for me. Now, mind you, I found a stack of blank sheets that had 1 through 10. You were supposed to list morning and evening 10 things you were grateful for, and I was all geared up for that. And there were probably 15 sheets, and the first one had maybe 3 things in the morning, and that was it. Yeah, I searched yesterday, and now I understand why there is such a thing as how to gratitude journal. And yeah, I should hashtag that because for me that didn't work. Anyways, in May, I had the sample of 3 things you're grateful for, and then in June, I opened a note in my phone and I just started my daily gratitude. 10:55 a.m. I'm so very grateful for this coffee. Whatever. It didn't matter, and it's random, and I've been doing it since I think it was June 23rd or 20 something, 2023, And by the 28th, I started uploading that to Kindle Vella, which is a serial publishing platform on Amazon. And now part of my great wave of grateful expression in the world is I'm not only encouraging people to be in gratitude, keep a gratitude journal, but now I've had other people tell me, and I've read some beautiful stories, that because of the one that I published, they were inspired to do their own. And then there are comments by readers about how reading this is uplifting. And the power of keeping a gratitude journal and sharing it, whether it's text messages that you're sharing with a few friends or something, but no, publishing it like on Amazon or on YouTube, where it's going to touch people that you would never touch otherwise. You have no idea, but the universe works so that the people who need that message get it when they need it. So now I'm doing gratitude. They're coloring books. There's My Daily Gratitude, which is still only on Kindle Vella, but will soon be in print and on KU. I started a season 2 with that because of a publishing glitch. I'm recognizing and appreciating divine arrangements when they happen. But then I managed to get myself blocked on that story by publishing something that they claim is published. And it is. It's the episodes are live, but nobody can see them because there's one stuck in the publishing process. So from the outside, My Daily Gratitude has 178 episodes. That's all people can read. But episode 6 of My Daily Gratitude Season 2, which would have been My Daily Gratitude Season 1, Episode 183, is blocked for being duplicate because it hasn't been published for 30 days. Okay, fine. I'm still only publishing last November, and this is August, so 30 days, it's not a problem. I've got plenty to do. And yeah, so with another author's help, I've learned to play on Midjourney, and now I have these prayer channels on YouTube, one where I get to do my prayers, and it's amazing. And yeah, I guess I will put this one on there, but these are faceless channels or playlists, but the message is gratitude. And I'm having so much fun learning YouTube and what works and what doesn't work as far as monetization, which is a plus when it comes. I'm working towards it, but it's not the end all be all. But the things I'm learning, I'm thinking, oh, I'd like to try that with another channel. And it's like, no, Cynthia. Shiny object syndrome. I'm so easy to distract with, oh, let's go try this. And it's like, no, you have more than you can juggle and manage with the various things that I am already doing. And I'm grateful to be publishing for so many pen names. One which has nothing to do with gratitude and was good at the time, and yeah, it's there. And once you put this stuff out, it's real estate. Which is why now I think everybody should not only be on Kindle Vella, but should be on YouTube, because getting the message out, whatever your message is, and just leaving it there, eventually, I mean, I have 2 channels, one which has, I think, 3 subscribers, and one which has 1. But I thought I saw 5 on one. I don't know. But yeah, there are not many, and it's like, okay, but that's real estate. That was where I was parking things a couple of years ago and had forgotten it when I started this one with this name. But I'm so grateful because I've seen the power of gratitude and how things come into alignment. And honoring ancestors is very important in this. I'm I'm working toward my ancestor altar, and as I was recording, I just saw a message pop in from a my center assistant director. Yeah, we're working towards an ancestor altar inauguration, and I'm working to make arrangements so that the center director or shoujo can be in attendance because he's Japanese and my mother was born in Japan. She was a missionary kid, American, but it would mean so much for her. And I think, I mean, these arrangements are happening, and I'm going to cry. I'm sorry. I got called last night and asked to be a featured speaker on the power of gratitude for the Sukyo Mahagadi expansion call. And oh my goodness, I'm only a primary level member. I haven't attended the intermediate or advanced courses yet. I'm working toward attending an intermediate course in March of 2025 in Los Angeles, divine arrangements willing. I'm so grateful for how the divine arrangements come along and the spiritual disturbances that just kick up a storm in life. And I've learned to greet each one not only with a smile but with laughter. It's like, okay, now what are you trying to mess with in my life? Because they come along. Boy, do they come along and they kick the fertilizer right out of your plans for the day or the week or yeah, and being grateful for all of it, reading it with a smile and laughter, writing about it, sharing that so that people can see whenever it gets out there that, yeah, maybe last June I was practicing being grateful and saying, okay, let's try this out. But there's an infinity loop of power with this gratitude. I send cards now that because they're an ascending system, I have a record of what date they went. It's not left to my memory because, yeah. Um, and they arrive when they arrive. I mean, for the most part in the US, they're delivered within the week, 7 days. I figure I allow 7 days. But then on the other end, did they land in a pile of mail? Did they go in a post office box that nobody visits? Where did they land? Sometimes it takes weeks and longer. Oh, yeah, I had one where I got a message from a mom. The card had been received. It went in. It was for her son celebrating something. I yeah, and it was like fell behind his bedstand or his dresser, and they found it, and they were like, "Oh wow!" And then I was like, "Well, did you ever find the one I sent to your dog?" And I don't think they ever found that one yet. But it's hilarious how this works. So for me, it starts with gratitude, expressing it all the time, feeling it in your heart, being grateful for that in life. Because it's there as a lesson to help you grow, to see how smart can you be today to find your way, your workaround for this problem, because there's always more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm sorry for this video being on a rocking thing. I'm on a rocking chair, and yeah, it's a wiggly arm. Whatever. I'm just grateful to be alive, and from somebody who spent so many years off and on being extremely suicidal, it's a beautiful surprise to be here. I think in the past I'd been okay with being alive. There were times where life was great, but But being grateful to get up every morning in service and see what beauty is in store for me. I mean, the creations on this earth. I live on a mountaintop in a little farm. It's not got great views. There are trees across the street, but it's a very spiritual area. Um, Cherokee slaughter grounds, massacres. So you've got spirits and the most natural bridges of any area in one geographic area, which are the native people say are portals to the other side. We have moon bows by the calendar, the only place in the northern hemisphere where you can find them, just on the other side of the county. It's incredible. And living in gratitude makes everything the best, the shiniest. I was talking to someone who was concerned about the new digs where she'd landed not being what she had envisioned. And I piped up and said, "Look around me. This is not what I had envisioned. The interior of this home is dark paneled. I I envisioned, light and airy, and it's not there, and so I have to make it my heaven, and I've always had tunnel vision where needed. I was raised by a hoarder and became a hoarder, and now I claim to be a recovering hoarder. I stop before picking something up thinking, do you really need it? Um, but then I also miss inner promptings to load up on things at the right price at the right time because I say, you don't need to have that backlog. And then I kick myself when I go to the store and that one is no longer available and the price has now jumped. And it's like, well, so I need to be selective about what promptings to attend to. But being in tune with that inner voice, whether it's you're thinking of someone and you need to send them a card or pick up the phone or go see them in person if that's possible. Yeah, I'm so very grateful. Forgive me, 18 minutes. If you're not yet keeping a gratitude journal, oh my goodness, why not? If you have problems keeping a gratitude journal and you're still listening to this, put it in the comments. Let me help you. Um, I've heard people setting timers 2 or 3 times a day that they stop whatever they're doing, even a business meeting, to say out loud 3 things they're grateful for. And that works for them. Find some way to focus on gratitude, and especially when the fertilizer hits those fan blades. Find ways to be grateful for it and to recognize the good it's doing you. Somehow it is. It really is. It's an opportunity for you to think your way out of the box for this one. You know, greet it with laughter, giggle out loud. I mean, yeah, it's all right, universe. What the heck are you throwing my way now? Have fun with it. Make your life a game, and everything gets better. I love you. I wish you light and. Oh, okay. And I'm grateful for the light. I am a light practitioner first and foremost. And it's a one on one in person practice. Although my light is apparently infused in everything I do, but if you're near McCreary County, Kentucky, USA, look me up and let me offer you a chance to experience God's true light. 10 minutes with your eyes closed, meditative state. If that scares you, you go wherever you want in your mind. It's not like you have to clear your mind at all. No, just go on a little journey for 10 minutes and see what it does. Might not do anything then, but 2, 3 days later, maybe a week, you notice something shifted. Something in life is flowing differently, and you trace it back to the light. And yeah, oh, this light is powerful. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. Thank you so much for being here. God bless.